Hello everybody. Today our topic will be iterative process planning. That is the main topic of our project management. Proceeding further, we will just discuss about how we are using our iterative process planning in our project management topic. Now, we can again discuss about how this iterative process planning will work. So here the main part of this iterative process planning is that we are just planning a particular one process that is based on iteration. Now here the software development process planning requires an iterative process. Okay, so whatever you want to develop in any software, you will require a planning in that. So project planning requires an iterative process. For that we need a iterative process. In that way we will move further that like software, in a software a plan is an main part of any intellectual property to which all the same concepts must be applied. Okay, plan is always a part of any type of property or any type of project. We can say all the same concepts are used and applied in that. Based on that, we are having again the plans that have an engineering stage during which the plan is developed, okay, and a production stage when the plan is executed. Plans must also evolve as an understanding of a problem space that will tell about what we have to do in that solution space. Okay, so what I'm discussing here about is that plans must evolve the understanding that is evolving around the problem space and its solution space. Now planning errors are just like production or product errors. If any error will come during that project, whenever you make a project, in that way it is just like a product errors. The sooner in the life cycle that errors are resolved, the less impact is on your project success. So whatever the errors are there in your life cycle, in that way whenever it is resolved, as everybody know, in that way we will see the effect will be very less, and the impact on that project what you are making will be a successful project. So this is all about iterative process planning. Again, we can say project plans are highly dependent on numerous parameters, any one of which is having a significant impact on the direction of the project. Okay, again generic planning advice is also made by every software project manager. So again, in any planning we are having a software manager that is using a advice how to plan a project as a skeleton from which to begin, from where to begin, where to start that project. So in this iterative process planning, we are discussing the same key points here. Okay, so work breakdown structure is again a part of your iterative process planning. Now in this work breakdown structure, it is just to break a work in different structures like elements. We can say what plan you are doing into the discrete work tasks. Whatever work tasks are given to you, that is a work breakdown structure. It will provide the following structure, like it will contain all the significant work, it will clear task decomposition and responsibilities, a framework for scheduling, budgeting and expenditure tracking. So this is all work breakdown structure. Okay, so there are so many work breakdown structures that we will discuss afterwards. Here this time we are discussing about iterative process planning only. Okay, so the development of the work breakdown structure, now I am coming to the slide after explaining you the definition and what is the main part of what is iterative process planning. The main points here, they are showing 3 points only. I have already explained you that the development of a work breakdown structure, again it is dependent on that I have already told you on project management style, organizational culture, customer preference, financial constraints and several other parameters which cannot be defined. Sometimes we can say hard to define. A work breakdown structure is simply a hierarchy of elements that decomposes the project plan into the different work tasks. Okay, it's a hierarchy. Okay, and a work breakdown structure provides the following information structure. It is telling about, again it is dividing into some points. It is a description of all significant work, a clear task, decomposition of assignment of responsibilities. What again the same thing it is telling that I have told you already. It is divided into some tasks. So here again it is telling about the same thing, budgeting and expenditure and tracking of that task. So there are so many workflows that we will discuss on our other next lecture, what is work breakdown structures, but this time we are discussing about iterative process planning only. So again, moving further, we will see iterative process planning. We are having some planning guidelines. Based on that, we can do our iterative process planning, which we can underplan our projects and they can overplan. Again, balance is paramounted on the level of planning details and what you want to buy based on stakeholders. Among that particular stakeholder, what you want to buy. Again, we can say the work breakdown structure is the architecture of the project plan. So here we can just think that work breakdown structure is a part of your iterative process planning. So you have to think about that. Yes, it is only the part. You just remember that point always. Again, it must encapsulate, change and evolve with the appropriate level of detail throughout the life cycle. Okay, what I am telling about a work breakdown structure. So it should encapsulate changes and evolve with a detail throughout the life cycle. And the cost and schedule budgets should be estimated using techniques like top-down project level and bottom-up task level technique to achieve a predictable result. Whenever you want to achieve any result, for that these techniques are developed based on your cost and schedule budgets. So the same thing it is explaining in this diagram here. We are having two simple planning guidelines should be considered when a project plan is being initiated. Now we are again having here the guidelines that are first level work breakdown structure element, default budget. Now again domains are there. There are so many phases. There are 4 phases actually that we have discussed already earlier in our second unit, that is inception, elaboration, construction, transition. These are the phases. Now first level work breakdown structure is again divided into some parts: management, environment, requirement, design, implementation, assessment, deployment. These are having different budgets. These are not, we can say some are having 10%, some are having 15%, some are having 25% and some are having 5%. So total 100% will be our budget. So this is the first guideline based on prescribing a default allocation of cost among the first level work breakdown structure elements. Okay, and the second is a guideline telling about allocation of effort and schedule across the life cycle phases. Okay, moving again further, we can see project plans need to be derived from 2 perspectives. Again, this is the cost and schedule estimating process that I have already explained in the definition of your iterative process planning, and why we are using. I already have told you the key points also. So these are project plans need to be derived from 2 perspectives. Again, we are having 2 types of forward looking and backward looking. Based on that, we are having again 4 points. It is the software project manager or project manager. We can say one manager is there, everybody know, develops a property of an overall size. What is the size, what is the process, environment, people, quality required for the project. So this you can understand easily by this lines only. A macro. Now here they are telling about the estimate, what type of estimate you are making out of the total effort and schedule is developed using a software cost estimation model. So whatever software cost estimation model you are making, we have to make a schedule for that, and the estimation should be perfect. In that way we will define the effort used in that. So this is the cost and schedule estimating process. Second point. Okay, the third point is telling about the software project manager, which is mainly used to effort into a top level work breakdown structure. So here the software project manager is, again it is partitioning the estimate, what estimate you have find out in your project for the next, or we can say top level work breakdown structure, what type of work breakdown structure task you are assigning. At this point, again in 4th point, sub project managers are given the responsibility for decomposing each of the work breakdown structure elements into lower levels using their top level allocation, staffing profile and major milestone dates as constant. It is just telling about which type of profile they are using, which type of allocation they are using in their work breakdown structure elements. Moving further is forward looking. Already we have we have seen also. Again the second we are moving ahead is backward looking, is that whatever you are looking in forward, that is looked after backward. So here we are having lowest level work breakdown structure elements that are again multiplied or classified into detailed tasks, for which budgets, again the budget is coming here, what budget you are using, and schedules are estimated by the responsible work breakdown structure element manager. Again, the manager, project manager, plays an important role in this work breakdown structure elements in both the way forward looking as well as backward looking. Now estimates are combined and integrated into high level budgets and milestones. Again, it is telling about estimates that we have discussed earlier itself, that cost and schedule estimation. Again, it is combined into higher level budgets and milestones. Now again, comparisons are made based on whatever we are discussing with that iterative process planning and work breakdown structure, and that comparisons are top down budgets, schedule milestones, and again the difference between that adjustment made between top down and bottom up estimates, whatever estimation. Again, iterative process planning is the planning process. It is just telling about how the planning process is carried out. In this way, the planning process is carried out in engineering stage, production stage. That again the same thing it is telling, it is having 4 phases: inception phase, elaboration phase, construction phase, transition phase. These phases are again having feasibility iterations, architecture iterations, usable iteration, and product releases. These are the part of the iteration planning process. That is a main part of iterative process planning. Okay. Now again we are having 2 stages here: engineering stage planning emphasis and production stage planning emphasis. It is emphasizing on 2 stages here, macro and micro. Now macro level task estimation for production stage artifacts is used in engineering stage. Micro level task estimation for production stage artifacts are again used here. It is a man-made product. It is again micro level task is used in production stage planning emphasis. Now engineering stage planning emphasis, we are having micro level task estimation for engineering artifacts. Again we are having macro level task estimation for engineering artifacts. Okay. Now again it is telling about the same engineering artifacts in both the ways. Stakeholder concurrence and stakeholder concurrence. It is again the same point repeated in both engineering and production stage. But in the last point we can see some difference is there of variance analysis. Coarse grain means small particles, we can say. Variance analysis of actual plan and planned expenditure, what you are planning actually and what is already planned, is mainly a part of engineering stage planning emphasis. And here finely you are just making the particles, variance analysis of actual and planned expenditure in production stage. Now again in engineering stage, tuning the top down project and planning a guideline into project specific planning guidelines. These are the main part of your engineering stage product and planning based on iterative process planning and iteration planning processes. Thank you. This is all about iterative process planning. Thank you everybody.